From barefoot pitches to AFCON nights. The universe's funniest long game. So yeah, this is a real-life story, or at least my real life, which has been so ridiculous it feels like a Netflix writer snorted caffeine and said, let's traumatize him, but make it inspirational. Humble beginnings, aka poverty with extra steps. I grew up in a neighborhood where the streetlights flickered like they were tired of life and the roads had more potholes than hope. Our football pitch was a dusty open space behind a row of shops that sold expired biscuits and dreams. The goalposts were two crooked sandals, sometimes one sandal, sometimes hope itself. My first ball wasn't a ball. It was a bundle of plastic bags tied together with string. We called it Nike. No one questioned it. Every evening after school, while other kids rushed home to eat rice and watch TV, I stayed outside until the sun dipped low and the mosquitoes clocked in for their night shift. I played barefoot, not because it was cool, but because shoes were a luxury item in our house, right next to meat every day. My mother? Oh, she hated football with a passion usually reserved for unpaid bills. Football will not feed you, she'd say, arms crossed, eyes sharp. You will be a doctor. Ma'am, I was failing biology. My father disappeared before I even showed up. Denied the pregnancy, vanished, gone, like a Snapchat message. So it was just my mom and me. She sold food by the roadside, waking up before dawn, hands cracked from washing pots. She loved me, but love doesn't always look like support. Sometimes it looks like fear wearing anger's clothes. She wanted stability. I wanted a ball. We argued constantly. She prayed I'd wake up one day and hate football. Spoiler, I did not. No one believed in me, including the woman who gave birth to me. Teachers laughed, neighbors laughed, relatives laughed. Footballer? From here? Be serious. Only lazy boys play ball. Even my mom would shout while I practiced, if you miss that exam because of football, don't come back to this house. I missed the exam. I still came back. The day everything changed one dusty afternoon, I was juggling my fake Nike when a man stopped to watch. Clean boots, whistle around his neck, eyes like he'd seen talent and disappointment before. He didn't clap. He didn't smile. He just said, who taught you that turn? I shrugged. Hunger. That man was Coach Aid, a local academy coach who believed in discipline, suffering, and running until your soul left your body and waved goodbye. He brought me into his academy for free. My mom said, if this man kidnaps you, don't cry. Solid parenting. Training was brutal. 5 a.m. runs, no breakfast. Blisters that turned into scars. Being benched, being yelled at, being told I wasn't good enough, again. But for the first time, someone believed I could in me. Coach Aid didn't sugarcoat anything. Talent is cheap. Discipline is expensive. I paid in sweat. Then came AFCON. When the world finally looked my way, fast forward years later. National team call-up. AFCON. The stadium, massive. A roaring bowl of sound and color. Flags waving like they were alive. Drums pounding. Green, white, gold everywhere. Lights so bright they erased doubt. When I stepped onto that pitch, my legs shook. Not from fear, but from the weight of every dusty evening, every insult, every be a doctor. Then I scored, not a tap-in. A screamer, outside the box, top corner. Silence for half a second, then chaos. The second goal, a solo run. I sent a defender for groceries. The third, a volley that made commentators forget grammar. Suddenly the internet exploded. Hashtag barefoot toe AFCON, hashtag plastic ball boy, hashtag Dr. Off goals. My mother texted, you played well today, but still consider medicine. Progress. My father suddenly remembered my name, called me, cried, said he always believed. Sir, please. Then came the fans, the DMs, the weird ones, including her. She started commenting everywhere, sending messages, showing up at places she should not know I'd be. A mutual friend introduced us eventually. She smiled like we were already dating in her head. She leaned in, I leaned back. I was polite, respectful, not interested. She did not take rejection well. A week later, boom, accusation. The internet flipped overnight. From hero to villain. Sponsors paused. Headlines screamed. Memes turned ugly. Humiliation doesn't shout. It whispers while everyone watches. Let me tell you something they don't put in motivational quotes. Clearing your name is harder than becoming famous. When the accusation dropped, it wasn't loud at first. It leaked. A whisper on Twitter, a vague Instagram story. Then suddenly, every blog that needed clicks ran the same headline with my face stretched at a bad angle. AFCON star involved in shocking allegations. Involved. The most dangerous word in journalism. Sponsors froze. My phone went quiet except for lawyers and people saying, "Bro, what's going on?" Like I had time to explain my trauma in a voice note. I replayed that night in my head like a broken highlight reel. Every second, every word, every distance between us. I knew I hadn't touched her, not even close. But knowing the truth and proving it are two completely different sports, and this one had no referees. Here's where her biggest mistake came in. She had told people we met alone late at night. Problem? I am extremely boring and extremely paranoid. That night, I was at a small house gathering with teammates, a fitness trainer, and, thank God, a guy who documents everything for Instagram like it's the FBI. Stories, videos, timestamps. You could literally see me in the background at the exact time she claimed I was somewhere else, holding a plate of food like a confused NPC. One video even caught her leaving early, waving goodbye. The internet loves evidence, almost as much as it loves chaos. Then came the messages. She had deleted some, but not all. Screenshots surfaced, her texts to friends before the accusation. "He embarrassed me. He thinks he's better than me. I'll show him." Ladies and gentlemen, that was the moment my lawyer smiled for the first time. But wait, plot twist loading. Remember the mutual friend who introduced us? Yeah, that friendship didn't survive pressure. When investigators spoke to him, his story changed more times than a football transfer rumor. Eventually, guilt did what morals couldn't. He admitted she had asked him how to make it look convincing. Convincing, not true. Convincing. That word hit harder than any tackle I've taken. Here's where it gets cinematic. The location she claimed the incident happened had cameras, high definition, multiple angles, no blind spots. The footage showed the exact moment we arrived, the exact moment we left, the exact distance between us. Social distancing would have been proud. No struggle, no confrontation, no incident, just vibes. Awkward ones. When that footage was reviewed, the case collapsed like cheap plastic goalposts. The accusation was officially withdrawn. No dramatic press conference. No apology tour. Just a quiet statement buried on page 7 of the news. Funny how silence suddenly becomes popular when the truth shows up. But then, something rare happened. One journalist decided to do actual journalism. They published the full timeline. Screenshots, CCTV stills, statements. The same internet that turned on me, turned back. Hashtags returned, but different this time. Truth wins, cleared and clean receipts don't lie. Memes flipped sides. Opinions reversed overnight. Suddenly, everyone had waited for the facts. Sure, of course you did. I got my name back. But not everything else. Some deals never returned. Some people never apologized. Trust took a red card. The girl disappeared from the spotlight just as fast as she entered it. No accountability arc. No consequences montage. Life doesn't always do satisfying endings. But here's the part that still makes me laugh bitterly. My father called again, said, "I knew you were innocent." "Sir, please hang up." I went back to my old neighborhood. Same dust, same kids, same plastic balls. I bought them real ones. My mother hugged me longer than usual. She whispered, "I was afraid." I smiled. "I know. And yeah, maybe I'm not a doctor, but I did heal a few dreams." Final whistle. Clearing my name didn't feel like victory. It felt like survival. I learned that fame magnifies everything. Your success, your mistakes, other people's lies. But I also learned this. If you walk in truth long enough, lies get tired. And when they fall hard. Now, when I step onto the pitch, the noise feels different. Not louder, clearer. And I play like someone who's already beaten the worst opponent of all. A lie people wanted to believe. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.